There we go. So guys, I'm very excited about today. Today is going to be an exercise that I actually did, probably 10 years ago, the first time, whenever I was in college. And then I did it probably about 5 or 6 years ago here at Family Heritage, at a different meeting. And it is an exercise that's really good, especially for today, because we are at the halfway point of the quarter. It's a great day to do an oil change and just make sure that we're getting in the right mindset. So today is a activity-based exercise that you 100% need to have a sheet of paper for this one, because you're going to be writing down on each corner of the sheet of paper 4 different words. Okay, so this is called the start, stop, more, less exercise. Start, stop, more, or less exercise. Okay. So right now, if you're behind your goals, you have to really dig in. Okay, you have to dig into your heels, make sure that you get back on track. Okay, because you're either ahead or behind your goals. You're never really on point with your goals. You're either ahead or behind. Okay, and it's okay if you're behind. You have to make the halftime adjustments, like we said, with any sport. You just got to know where you're sitting at, and you got to know exactly where you need to be, and you got to know what you have to do to be able to get there. Because when that's the case, you know exactly what you have to increase in your habits, your skills, or your attitude. But you also have to be somebody who runs your business like a business and just know where you're sitting at. Okay, especially if you're behind your goals. It's so easy to say, "Ooh, I don't want to know where I'm sitting at. I don't want to check the reports. I'll just get after it tomorrow." Just like it's easy to say, "I'm going to go to the gym on Monday." When the Monday comes, "I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow." Okay, I'll start being consistent with that one day in the future. Okay, so this is one of my favorite exercises. It's been many years that I've done. I've kind of tweaked it to kind of fit our business for today. And so make sure you have a piece of paper and a pen. And so organize your piece of paper this way. So in the top left-hand corner of your sheet of paper, write start. So write start in the top left-hand corner. In the top right-hand corner, write stop. So put stop in the top right-hand corner. In the bottom left, put more. In the bottom right-hand corner, put less. So it's going to say, start in the top left, and then stop. And then in the bottom left, put more, then put less in the bottom right. Okay, so this is just making sure that you know yourself, that you know your strengths, your weaknesses, you know your life, you know your business better than anybody else. So we can really dig in today. And we can have these honest conversations with ourselves so we can finish the week strong and have a huge trade war. Because, guys, the trade war is next week. And your entire quarter can be made in the next 10 days. From today until next Saturday, till the end of the trade war, your entire quarter can be just revolutionized, changed from the decisions and actions that we do right now in the next 10 days. Okay, so we're going to start with start. So with start, some of us, including you guys, need to start doing a weekly game plan. What that means is taking 15 minutes every Sunday night to plan out your week. It's not enough to just show up in this business. Not enough to just be on a conference call. You actually have to plan your week, then work your plan. You got to know where you're going to be, know what time you're going to start every day, and know what time you're going to stop. It takes 10 to 15 minutes each week to do this, planning out your week, what your goals are going to be, what you plan on accomplishing, and just go after it. Some of us need to start tracking our goals. Okay, every week, there's a reason why we have a few different places that you can track our goals. You could do it on the Legacy Stat site, where it says plan or actual numbers. That's what it stands for. Okay, that's why we have the link, the Schneider agencies and the Davenport agencies jot form link that we send out every single weekend, so you guys can track your goals throughout the week. It's not good enough to write your goals down once every quarter on a sheet of paper, take a picture, send it to your agency owner, and say, "Here are my goals for the quarter," because we know that you never look at those again. Okay, you got to take the time to fill in your goals on a week-by-week basis, through the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So then you can have some really honest conversations with yourself and make adjustments. versus just continuing to go through the motions, because that is definitely not okay. Okay, so some of us need to start packing our lunches. Just packing our lunches is something that we need to start doing, or you need to start doing. Eating fast food and gas station food, it takes a huge toll on your body and your mental clarity. You are so much more efficient and you feel so much better whenever you actually prepare something to eat throughout the day versus eating whatever is convenient and easy. Small choices that make a huge difference. Some of you guys need to start with a morning routine, a consistent morning routine. Okay, we always talk about having a 2 out of 3 day every single day during the day, or a 3 out of 4 day. If you want to add in field recruiting, you can put in field recruiting for a 3 out of 4 day. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples of what a very solid morning routine is. You can do a 2 out of the 3 for the morning, or a 3 out of 4 for the morning. So one of those things that you should probably definitely do at least a little bit each morning is some kind of workout. Early morning workout. It could be 50 push-ups. It could be walking for 15 minutes. Walk your dogs for 15 minutes. Just get your body moving. It could be stretching, but just working out before you leave the house. The second is read. Read something. Third, some people do different things. It could be meditating, praying, or listening to something positive. Okay, I downloaded the Headspace app. It's really good to listen for about 5 or 10 minutes, especially in the morning. Okay, and the last one is look over your goals for the day. Just some of you guys have a journal, some of you guys, have it on your computer, but just look over your goals for the day. And some of you guys may even journal, write down notes on a daily basis. Some people do that. Okay, but just make sure that you look over your goals. And this is in the morning, create morning routines for those. So I'm not asking you to be perfect. Nobody said, you don't have to do all 4 of those starting right now, but pick 3 of those that are your favorite and do two out of those 3 every single morning. And if you really want to take it to the next level, do 3 out of the 4 each morning. Okay, so the fun thing about this is that just do it for at least 1 week. Give it a shot, give it an experiment. Do it for, it may seem daunting to say, oh, I'm going to do this forever. That's a big commitment. Just like whenever we watch a TV commercial and we see these weight loss commercials and, a new diet, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do this forever. That never happens. Really, are you actually going to do that weight loss for the rest of your life? So how about this? Just try doing this for at least 1 week and see what happens. Just commit yourself to doing it for 1 week and just notice a difference. Okay. And for some of us, sometimes it's very overwhelming.
Cal, you got muted.
I was wondering if that was just me.
The silence is very overwhelming.
Hey, can you guys hear me now? Sorry, my phone cut off.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry. I am up top on a rooftop patio here in downtown Asheville, and my phone just randomly cut off. So we will get started where I left off. So I think it was overwhelming. Was that where I was at whenever you guys?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, it was just so overwhelming. Just cut the call off. So guys, I know it can be overwhelming hearing all the things to do that we tell you that you should do. So whenever you feel that, just write this down. All you need to focus on is doing the next right thing. So if you ever feel overwhelmed, just focus on doing the next right thing. The hard right versus the easy wrong. So you do the hard right versus the easy wrong. Just do the next right thing. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So if somebody's rude to you, okay, so you go into a business, somebody's rude to you, you can either be short with them, or you may win the battle, but you will definitely lose the war. Or you can kill them with kindness and just do the next right thing. Okay, in the morning, you can either hit the snooze button, or you can jump out of bed and say, today is going to be a great day. I'm going to do the next right thing. Okay. Sometimes you may have a tough hour out there in the field where tough hour, several contacts, no presentations. You had some tough no's. You can either do this. You can either take a break and check social media, or you can dig in and keep going. Just doing the next right thing, doing the next hard right over the easy wrong. Anybody can choose to just take a break when they feel like it. Anybody can be rude and snap back to somebody who's rude to you. Just focus on doing the next right thing. Some of us need to read every single day, read daily. You have to continue to fill your cup, fill yourself with positive information. That's why reading is so important. It's not enough to just say that I read a book one time or I've heard that before. Some people use all those excuses. Oh, I've already heard this before. It's just like somebody saying, oh, I've showered, last week. I don't need to shower again this week. No, you have to do it every single day. You have to read every single day, especially with the world that we live, the world that we live in, with all the news, all the media. We need positivity every single day, more now than ever before. Okay, so let's go to the top right part of the page where it says stop. Okay, so stop. So we need to stop being inconsistent. Okay, we need to show up every single day in this business, every week, through the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's life. It's very hard in all areas. No one ever says it's going to be easy, but they show up anyways. Some of us need to stop thinking small, just hoping that you're going to protect a family that day, just hoping that you're going to have a good week. Every time your brain goes to that space, you need to flip the script and play the opposite game. So whenever your mind gets in that spot, because we are human and that happens, flip the script and say, what it would look like if this was easy? What it would look like if I had my best day so far right now? What would be the exact opposite thought process right now where every single person I meet, I'm going to sit down and protect them? Some of us need to stop taking breaks during the day. Some of us need to stop taking breaks because the hardest part is just getting started after a break. So why do you choose to do that? Do the hardest thing 5 or 6 times every single day. Once you get it going, you're meeting people, you just keep going. It's easy to go to the next place. It's called momentum. Momentum's on your side, so keep it on your side. Or you can have do the tough thing and just sit in your car, be negative, get on social media, and it makes it that much harder. The only way to get out of that negative space is to take action and meet somebody who's incredible. You can't just think your way out of negative situations. You have to act your way out of negative situations to get into that positive space. So stop taking breaks, stay in the positive space, stay meeting people. So, and these are things, guys, you've heard us say this, you've heard me say this over and over and over again. You just have to implement these ideas. Okay. So here's an idea for social media. Just take a cleanse. If you catch yourself just checking it all the time, just all you got to do is delete it from your phone for 1 week. Okay, next week's a tray more. Delete it today. Have a 10-day cleanse. You'll notice yourself, if you're in that habit where you go to your phone where the app is, the Facebook or Instagram app is, like, oh man, it's not there anymore, And if you know what I'm talking about, you probably needed to do it anyway. You needed that reset. So you could focus on just living your life. And we all need to stop, just not giving our best. That's one other thing. We need to stop not giving our best. Anything less than your best. This is how simple it can be. If you just go do your best, the rest will take care of yourself. The rest will take care of itself if you just do your best. That's all we can focus on. You don't have to act like anybody else. You don't have to act like anybody else. Just focus on doing your best, your dead level best. Okay. So let's go to the bottom left. This is where it's more what we need to do more of. So we need to give more grace in all areas. More grace in all areas. Business, family, health, wealth, just giving more grace. And then choose to do the next right thing. Then one after that. Then one after that. Until you're on track. Because you were just continually doing the next right thing. You need to do more physical activity. Even if it's just a daily walk after dinner, moving in any fashion. If you don't do any physical activity right now, start with something basic. Start with beginner part of yoga, where all you have to do, go to YouTube and hit yoga for beginners and just move your body. It helps you think better, act better, and you never work out and say, man, I'm so mad I did that. I'm so mad I got my endorphins up and I feel better now. That never happens. Some of us need to use more names and claims in our presentation. We need to use more names and claims in our presentation, connecting the dots with people, not just using the names on the iPad, but really knowing who they are, what do they do, why they got this, who else do they know. It's really fun when you're part of a community and you start getting referrals without even asking. And if you really want to break people's walls down, just connect with them on their friends, their family, people that they know, and your presentation just comes to life because you are using claims. Because guys, we are human beings. We are creatures of stories. The stories do most of the telling for you. Some of us need to do more self-talk. Stay present in between businesses. Keep your brain engaged. You need to talk to yourself and be in the zone and just say, like, I can talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere, bring it. It's hard to be nervous when you're focused on service. Here's another one. Some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? And there's going to be times when you're a little frustrated. It's going to happen. You're going to feel a little bit off, and that's okay. Your self-talk has to be knowing the next 3 businesses you're going to go see and saying those out loud. And just talking about the people you've already seen that day, you've already talked to, so it just keeps you engaged. Because at that point, if you're like, yeah, it's going to be a great day, and you're in a negative situation, if you're like, oh, it's going to be a great day, but you're just forcing yourself to say it, it's okay to be there, okay? But making sure that you're in the habit of doing positive self-talk and just know exactly where you're going to go next and just go there. Because action cures fear. Okay. Some of us need to do more planning. Just writing out 25 businesses where you're going to see the next day. So go to bed, already have done your homework for the night. Having 25 businesses you're going to go see the next day. It's a total peace of mind, a total game changer. If you already wake up in the morning, not really nervous about thinking, oh, where am I going to start? Where am I going to, should I go there? Should I go there? I don't know if I should go there. It may be a bad time. No. If you've already handwritten the businesses you're going to go see, you're going to go to that business regardless of what the situation is. Okay. And hold yourself accountable. Write out 25 businesses, take a picture, send it to your agency or send it to your leader. Have yourself some accountability and run your business like a real business. Okay. And some of us need to give more compliments and praise the people that we're around and that we come in contact with, the closest people to you, the people that you don't even know. We could be so focused on GAP and selling versus just being just a good person and loving on people, being genuine with everybody, sincere compliments to people, listening, leaving people in a better mood than you met them always, regardless of the situation. Okay, so let's go to the last one on the bottom right, less. Some of us need to spend less time around negative people. That includes friends and family that just bring us down. Some of us need to spend less time in front of the TV and staying up late. And you know which one of these is yours because it just hits you in the gut. Some of us need to spend less time with non-buyers. When you're sitting down with them and they're not going to get it and you're just going through the demo to go through the motions. Some of us need to spend less time just worrying and letting fear get in the way. So write those down, fear. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. There is nothing to fear. All we have to do is focus on doing the next right thing and be yourself. Okay. So guys, so now's the point where you have a ton of notes right there in front of you. So I'm going to go around the horn and I want to hear you say, what is one or two things that you were thinking like, oh my gosh, that's the one. That's what I'm committing to. I'm going to implement that today. That's why I'm going to change my business. So I'm going to go ahead and open up for discussion and just list off one, maybe two things that really you're going to commit to implementing today.
75 hard. I'm just kidding. I'm going to work out.
Love it, Zach.
I say as a new person, less worry and fear.
Thank you. I think that was Renee. That was a great one.
It was Renee. I think it's important just to really know where you're starting the next day, having a list of 25 businesses so you stay in moving instead of stopping.
That's what I was going to say as well. Just planning out my week better and having a better idea of where I want to stay focused at through the week.
Brandy took all of our things, unfortunately. That's what I was going to say, too, is just having a centralized focus point, working the area tight.
Kyle, one that jumped out at me was just, having a big boy, big girl sleep schedule, getting to bed, maybe having a hard cut off at 11 instead of lingering until midnight or later sometimes. As the saying goes, fatigue makes cowards of us all. So getting to bed early so we can get up early and get a jump on things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Kyle, this is John. I have one. Feeling overwhelmed, then think and act on the next right thing.
Thank you, John. Keep it simple.
I'd say probably bettering my morning routine, filling some of that gray space open with more positive things.
Thank you. It's a game changer. Anybody
Actually,
else?
Having a routine and I have a morning and evening routine, but I need to expand on it, Kyle. There's a lot of things you hit on that I can implement into my routines, both morning and evening. Evening routines, sharpening the saw, watching some videos, things outside, IEP. All right.
Yep. It's about progress, not perfection. Thank you, Greg. All right, guys. And yeah, guys. So today is Thursday. So just focus on one thing at a time. All your mission today is to go out there, protect families, and field recruit and find awesome people. That's it. Protect families, field recruit, find awesome people. It's hard to be nervous when you're focused on service. It's hard to be nervous when you're focusing on helping other people and just being the best version of yourself. Okay, people love who you are. That's why we hired you. Okay, so at the end of the day, just know that you're going to do your best, trust your gut, and just act on it. And just leave everybody in a better mood than you met them. So let's make sure we go out there today, guys. It's Thursday. Let's go finish the week strong, because it doesn't matter how your week's gone right now. It doesn't matter. All that matters is what you do today for the rest of the week. Hit a quick reset, finish the week strong, because next week is a big Traymore. Bright lights, it is a national championship game next week. So we got to perform at our dead level best. So let's make sure that we get prepared. It's about the preparation. You don't just show up to a game and play well without practicing efficiently before the game starts. So making sure that we do all the practicing today, Friday, making sure we get all the activities so we can set ourselves up and be in our dead level mental best for next week. So let's go have a big day today, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for being on. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. Great call, man.